and the other way. 3, 2, and 1. Standing up to the top. I want you to put your hands just at the top of your pelvis. I'm just going to try and make you aware of your posture today. So we're going to come forward into an anterior position and then posterior. Anterior, posterior. So just feeling the pelvis moving, however it feels for you today. Just take that little mental note of it. Forward and back. That's it. There we go. Then we're going to come into our forward position, back into our posterior, and then we're going to come into the center. So some of that feels really good for you. And then we're just going to raise the right and the left heel. And again, all the time we're moving this lumbopelvic area. I want you to think, ladies, how this feels. Give yourself that mental assessment. Give yourself some thought on this. And at the end of the class today, I'm going to be doing a little mini meditative exercise with you on nasal breathing. You're just taking your hands just at the bottom of your ribs and then to circle around. That's it. Lovely circles. All right, and then we're going to go around the other way. So think about your spine, right from the nape of your neck all the way down, right to the base, into the sacroiliac joint and the coccyx. It's the bit that's fused at the very end. Okay, so come into the center, then just go back. So thinking about moving from the lumbar down, yeah? So the lumbar and the pelvis moving together. And then bring yourself into the center. Place your hands onto your shoulders and then just begin to move. Now you can just start to rotate, lifting the ribs as we go through. And then I want you to look at yourself in the screen, all right, into your little thumbnail, and place your hands at the side of you. It's one arm longer than the other. Yeah, one arm, just one shoulder lower than the other. Definitely my mirroring me, my left arm, but you will see it's my right is lower. Okay? So I want you to come down towards your right and then your left. So lengthen the arm down away and then the other side. Okay, so back care. When we talk about this, we spend a lot of our time during the day, which I will be doing in about half an hour or so, is going to be working on my computer. I'm not working on my computer, I'm in sort of this position here, and I can be like yourselves there for a long time. Taking yourself back. So what you need to do throughout the day, let somebody in. What you need to do throughout the day, really think about pulling back, so retracting through the shoulders. Forward flexion, where we don't want to be doing that. Again, we're just going to stretch out the muscles at the back at the moment. I'm going to come into the center, and then I'm going to push back. Bring it into the center, and then just bring the right arm back. Back we go. That's it. So back on that shoulder. So our bodies are not equal in symmetry, okay, and balance and strength. That's how we are. And all of us tend to be stronger one side than the other. Ladies, just roll down, coming away, and just allow the arms just to relax in front of you. Remember when we talk about the spine and the nape of the neck, right the way down into that coccyx. So we're just going to draw the chin in towards the chest, and then we're going to roll up. Okay, roll up. Vertebrae by vertebrae. And take your shoulders down. We're going to stretch out those fingers, and we're going to turn the shoulder. Yeah, and again, turn it around. That's it. All right, again, chin to chest. We're going to roll down, thinking about each vertebrae that can become really tight and fused. So we're going to go into a little extension, and then we're going to come up into a little flexion. Again, so up into your extension and into flexion. Lovely. One more time. Push away and then up. Now we're going to release the hands away from the thighs, and we're going to roll all the way up and then take your shoulders back and down. I'm going to lift the right knee, and then I'm going to lift the left knee. Yeah. Now, as I'm going to lift, I'm going to take my opposite arm to opposite leg. So again, it's another way of just moving the pelvis rather than standing on both feet. So we can bring in a little bit of balance now. Here we go. And I'm going to come out to the side. So I'm going to go into an abduction. Into a little abduction. So hip abduction and abduction through that shoulder. The moment we abduct the shoulder, we work through the supraspinatus muscle of the subscapularis. There you go. There we're working rotator cuff and hip. Then you're going to lean forward into a little hip extension. Yeah? So a little hip extension. That's it. A little lean is all we need. Push back. Lovely. Then and forward. Then tilt the pelvis right back and lift up. Yeah, and again. So down and lift. And again. So she should be feeling a lot easier now in this lumbo-pelvic area. So let's go back to the knees. So it's a knee, and then the other side, and then to the side, and then lovely, and take it back into hip extension. And then into a little squat. And another squat. And bring the right foot around. So the left foot is facing forward. And the right foot, I'll show you my turn here. The right foot is just over an angle. Just by me turning my foot to one side. So my pelvis is just being turned in a little rotation. Open through your arms. Open through your arms, and then you're going to rotate around to your left side and then around to your right. So you're getting the thoracic is going one way and your pelvis is going the other. So think of it, like I said before, like a jam jar. So opening a jam jar. So you're going to inhale and then exhale. And again, inhale and exhale. Lovely. Take the hands down. Step back in, hands to the side of the head, and then come over. Working the muscles into the waist. Over we go. Now, come into a little squat. Go down into a little squat. Lift up and then side bend. Down into a little squat. Lift up and side bend. Lovely. Now, bring through your left foot forward. Notice I'm bringing it out, over to the right side. Open through those arms. Shoulders are relaxed and away from the ears. Abdominals are braced and strong. Glutes are connected. And you're going to go around to your right side, to the nice side, and then not so nice. Around we go, and push. Around we go, and push. One more time. Around we go and push. Okay, from here, drop the leg down and then just circle around to those arms. Again, one more time. And then taking the hands just to the side of the head, you're going to go into your side bend right and then down into a little squat. And then a side bend left and then down into a little squat. And again, one more. Over. And down, and there we go, and then down. Push it down and away, push up. Hands to the side here. Then you're going to roll all the way down now. So you're going to come past the knees and as low as you can down towards the floor. So you've got a nice stretch into those hamstrings. And then inhale, exhale, you're going to roll that back up. Vertebrae by vertebrae, shoulders back and down, and just pop them around just for one turn. And again, so coming down, vertebrae by vertebrae, taking it down and down and down. Wonderful. Just relax at the bottom. And inhale, exhale. And we talked about different postures last week. maybe, and the week before, about being a kyphotic posture. So if you're a little bit round-shouldered, what we call kyphosis, or a little bit where you've got an excessive lumbar, yeah, where you're lordosis. So when I'm going to do a roll down with you now, okay, from here, I'm going to go into a little extension. So the extension feels nice for those of you who are lordotic. You've got that excess curve in the spine. This is a nice stretch for you. But for the kyphotic people, coming into this position, naturally here, pushing yourself back isn't so comfortable. The moment we turn into a little flexion, this is nice for the round-shouldered people because this is where you spend a lot of your time. You're racking your shoulders long, and the front of your shoulders into your chest muscles are short. Okay, so into your extension and then your flexion. And again, we're going to add in some rotation now through the spine. We're going to come down into a little flat back. You're going to take your right arm, and you're going to drop through, and then you're going to lift up. And again, so you're going to take the right arm, you're going to drop it through, and lift up. 2 more. And then through and down. So then we're pushing this rotation right the way through. We've done lumbar and the pelvis, but now we're going through thoracic. That's really huge. It doesn't really get a lot of rotation. And then the other side. 4. So as you know, you've got 4 to do. What you can do is just slowly keep the movement nice and smooth. But think about how far you can come. So every repetition, are you able to come that little bit further? Is that working for you? Just come that little bit further. And then hand down onto the thigh, and inhale, exhale, and roll up, and roll your shoulders back. Let's go back to a knee raise. So with that little section, a little knee raise. We do 2 more knee raises, and then we're going to do 4 hip abductions. Right, so 4. Nice to see so many of you as well, ladies. People I haven't seen for a little while on Zoom. You're in my little thumbnail around my computer. It's just so nice to see you. Like you said hello to you probably at the beginning. Don't panic about your Zoom going to work today. Down we go. And again. Down we go. So every piece of technology has had an update. I'm wondering, is it ever going to work properly again? Down we go. Okay. Sweep the arms up, ladies. Breathe in and breathe out. And as you sweep the arms up, just come up onto your tiptoes. Up we go. And lower. And again, squeeze up onto your tiptoes. Up we go. And lower. Take your legs up now, nice and wide. Nice and wide. Wide as you can. We're going to just push down into the right side. Okay, so I'm pushing my weight down into my right, then I'm coming to the center, and then I'm coming over. So now, kind of leaving the spine nice and long, elongating it, but we're now thinking about pelvis, hip health. So there you go, you've got your nice stretch on the inner side of the thigh. Now we go. And lift. And again. Down. And lift. That's it. So make sure when you come up into the center, you stand up tall. So the spine, all the little vertebrae, they're stacked. They're up. Right, yeah. Then we push over, elongate the spine, and stack. 2 more. 1, and then lift up. Last time. 2, and lift up. Please bring your feet in just slightly shorter. Bring the arms around and open. That's it. And again, close it through and open. And again, through and open. Last time, through and open. Take your right arm over. So reach over to that left arm and then over to the other side. Yeah. And again, reaching over and over. So stay where you are. Let's add in rotation. So I'm going to turn just over to my right side, and then I'm going to turn to my left side. I'm going to do that 2 more. You're going to turn to your right. Try and keep that pelvis forward, and then turn it over to the other side. And then open through. Then bring it forward. So a little swoosh and open. And again, a little swoosh and open. And then bring the arm over. Over we go. And then over we go. Leave the arms open and then rotate right. And then rotate left. Okay. Bring the hands in towards the sternum. Okay, so your arms are in. And then open through. So squeeze that chest. Sorry, squeeze the muscles at the back of the body. Open the chest. And then in. And then that's it. Open, push back. And close. 2 more. 1. Close. Last time. 2. And close. Take those legs up just a little bit wider just to finish. Down onto your right side. Up into the center. Down into your left side. Up into the center. 2 more. 1. And lift. Last time. 2. And lift. Wonderful. Bring your feet in, so they're now back into your hip distance. Feet are facing forward. Okay, from there, just a side bend over right, and a side bend over left. Now lift the arms up to the top. Now go into a little lateral flexion over to your right, then to your left, and again over the top. And over the top. Leaving the feet where they are. Bring your arms forward. Back of the hands come together and open. So because we brought the feet in, the core muscles are just working a little bit harder than when they're out wide. 2 more over the top. That's it, over the top. Okay, placing the hands down, circle the shoulders. Put the hands at the side of the head, leaving the feet again where they are, hip distance, 3 times. And then over. Lovely. Over to your right, and down to squat. Over to your left, and then down to squat. And bringing your arms away again, circle the shoulders. Just and we are done, ladies. I'm standing. So it's time to go down onto the mat. I'm just going to roll my mat out onto the floor. Get yourself nice and comfortable. Bring you down onto the mat together. We need our yoga block and our ball. Camera down slightly. Okay. Actually. Okay, ladies. Right then, let's go. Let's go together. So, same setup. Feet are facing forward, into chest, and we're going to roll down. Now, the first stretch we're going to do today is going to be a calf stretch. We're going to take the hands forward. We're going to push back into those heels. 3, 2, and 1. Now, coming down onto the mat. Walk your hands away from you, so you're into an all-4 position. You're going to extend your right arm and your left leg and come down, yeah, and the other side. Push away. Now, as I'm lifting up, I'm taking my thumb up with me first, yeah, so it comes up, 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 and lower. That's it. Now think about, the reason we take the thumb up is we work through the posterior deltoids. So then we talked about hypoxic people. This is where We really need to be thinking about strengthening the muscles in the back of the body, yes, especially upper back. Push away. And I'm going to change it on my next one. I'm going to take it out into a little bit of a diagonal. I'm going to come 1, open 2, back in 3, lower 4. Good. So 1, open 2, back in 3, lower 4. So inhale, exhale, inhale, and down. And don't worry if you don't get the breathing, it's just sort of put a little pattern together. Ladies, sit back onto your heels into your lovely child's pose. So again, you've got a nice stretch through the lower back. So we're going to do a little mobility drill, including this child's pose exercise. I'm going to come a little bit further forward there. Okay, so I'm going to come up onto all fours. All right, so I'm going to come into all fours. All right, so in a box position. All right, so I'm going to come back down into a child's pose. Then I'm going to come up and over. Okay, I'm going to come into my box position, and then I'm going to lower down towards the ground. Okay, I'm going to come up into a little cobra. So stretching the muscles in the tummy. I'm going to come back down into a tricep press. I'm going to inhale, exhale, and I'm going to push back into child's pose. Okay, so you come 1 and 2, lower down, elbows stay in. Down we go to the ground. Lift up, 3 and 4. So push up into your cobra. Down, 5 and 6. Push up into box 7 and child's pose 8. And again, one more. So we come 1 and 2, slowly. 3 and 4. Down we go. Up on 5, into your cobra. Down on 6. Back into box into 7. And then push back into 8. All right. Let's come onto our side. All right, I'm going to come onto a side position with you. Now you can use your ball if you want to, place it underneath you, or you can just stay flat on the ground. You can be here, or you can come down flat. All right, it's absolutely up to you where you want to be. Okay, so I'm going to bring you into a fetal position. I prefer it up on the ball because I can see you in my thumbnails. So I'm just going to lift and lower the top leg. Okay, so I'm just opening and closing the hip. All right, so notice that my legs are not straight. I'm more in a fetal position. All right, there we go. Open and close. Open and close. Now I'm going to feather the knee around. So I'm going to feather it around. So think about working from the knee and feather. Around we go. Four, 3. Excellent. 2 more. Be opening up that hip. And 1. And from here, coming back, just little pulses. So notice I'm just lifting the knee. The leg stays in the same position. I'm just doing smaller repetitions, much smaller range of movements. That's it. 3 and 2. Last time. And 1. You're going to bring the leg down. You're going to push up to a seated position, away from the ball. And then you're going to bring the ball just behind you. And you're going to come back here. So you get into a little half a roll back and lift to the top. Yeah, so we come back into a little half a roll back, push it into the ball, shoulders are relaxed away from the ears, and then lift up. That's it. Back and through. And lift up. Back and lift. 2 more. 1, and lift up, and 2. Then you're going to bring the ball away from the back of you, and you're going to place it between the knees. So squeeze the ball, arms away from the shoulders. You're going to come back, roll back. By squeezing the ball, you're then working inner thighs. Feel your inner thighs. You can feel them contracted as we come back. Okay, we're going to do one more. We're going to work the waist into our bow and arrow. It's going to make it nice and easy. We're just going to sweep it back. Sweep back. And lift. And the other side. So you come back into your bow and arrow. And lift. 2 more. And lift. Last time. 2. And lift. Take the ball away. Take it around to the other side. Fetal position. Okay. And then lift away and open. And notice as I'm lifting, I'm just not opening here. Yeah, or a lift. Notice, not here, not a knee open, in, yeah? So I'm lifting, think about the outside of the thigh, lifting towards the ceiling, yeah? Rather than a full open of the knee. So this is about hip health, opening and closing the hip, okay? Now, from here, we're going to go into that rotation. We're going to go round into rotation. And again, just think about feathering that knee. Round it goes. Okay, again, it's not all about a big open like this, yeah? Just feather that knee in. 3. Last time. 2. And 1. Okay. Now we're going to roll over. Sorry, from here, I'm doing little pulses. I forgot that. You're going to lift up and lower. Lift up and lower. So the weight now is really coming from that hip. Yeah. So lift and lower. Really feeling that through the hip. Yeah. Heavy leg. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, exhale. Lower down. Bring yourself over now. So your ball is just kind of between your shoulder blades. All right. Just between your shoulder blades there. Taking your arms up nice and wide, like we did when we were doing our side bends. And you're just going to lift up as far as you can into the center and then lower down. Okay. And again. So you're going to lift up, squeeze. And I almost want you to feel like you're coming away from the ball. Yeah, come away from the ball and lower. Yeah. And again, squeeze up, away from the ball and lower. Brilliant. And again, so instead of my hands now at the side of my head, I'm going to just bring them up. So it makes me want to come up further to my knees. Then I come back. Yeah. Inhale, exhale, come up, squeeze up. And lower down. And squeeze up. And lower down. One more time. Squeeze up. And lower down. Lovely. So coming up into a seated position, bring yourself away, taking your ball and bring it into the center, and then just roll the ball forward. Roll it forward as far as you can. This is why I want the stretch. So rather than this, yeah, rather than that position, I want tall. All right, so I want you almost like breaking from those hips, leaning forward, but without crunching. The back is long. Okay, roll up. Coming up nice and tall, take the ball up with you, and then rotate over. That's it, and then over to the other side. It's nice and gentle. Take it up to the top. Back, so push those shoulders back, sitting on those sit bones, and then bring the ball down in front of you. Take your yoga block, wait a moment, look at your yoga block or a book and place it under your right foot. You might have to maneuver it when we come down the mat. I'm going to roll it back. I'm going to roll back. Okay. From here, I'm going to place my left foot down onto the ground and my right foot is on the yoga block. I'm going to relax my body and my arms to the side. And I'm going to squeeze into that yoga block. I'm going to push up. Okay, so now, by taking that little block underneath us, we've got a bigger range, yeah? So you're coming up a lot higher. Now I want to load this glute. I want to load this glute. So because I want to load this side first, I'm going to take my other leg away. Yeah, so I'm going to come down. So back health has an awful lot to do with glute health. So if the glutes are not firing up and they're not active enough or they're not strong enough, this is going to put more work on your lumbar spine. Okay, so we need to make sure these glutes are nice and strong. So you're going to lift and lower one more time. You're going to lift and lower. Now you're going to bring that leg down, swap feet, because you know the yoga block isn't probably the right position. And you're going to lower down and lift up. Okay, and again. So this leg is just staying where it is, doesn't need to move. Do anything you like with it, yeah? Anything you like. Just all I want is the weight going through on my left side. That's it. And again, just having that little block underneath us just brings that range of movement even bigger. And again, 2 more. This is hard. I know, ladies, this is hard. And again, squeeze up. And then come down, vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way down. And then bring those knees in towards the chest. And then just relax there. Okay, head, neck and shoulders away from the mat. Coming into a seated position. Just remove the yoga block to one side. Bring the right leg around in front and the left leg behind you. So you're in this zigzag mermaid position. Right arm down, left arm over. Okay. And then to the other side. Okay, now take it down. If you want to, lift up. So you press down into the heel of your hand, into your right side. And then lower down. Switch it over the other way. So left hand down, right arm over, and then the right arm down and the left arm over. It goes over the head, yeah, over the top. And then we take the left arm down and you reach up. Now you don't have to do this position if you don't want to. You can stay down. Okay, which brings me nicely into a seated position. And you can bring the other leg around and sit comfortable, okay? Or you can sit like this, however you want to. Because I want to finish the class with a little bit of meditative, a meditative exercise with you, okay? So, I just want you to get yourself comfortable and just breathe. I'm going to change the music over. I want you to just close your eyes and just breathe. Okay, so ladies, just sitting nice and still, finding a comfortable position. Okay. Okay, so this is a nasal breathing exercise, and this is something I was doing last week in some of the classes, and I just wanted to include you guys in it because I started running it last Wednesday, so I wanted to take it to Wednesday. And this is something like if you want to be more awake and present in your life. So anybody can do this at any time of the day that you choose to do it as well. So we're going to do our hand setup. All right, so you talk to your hand setup. So I'm going to take my index finger and my pincher, and I'm going to just place them just on my forehead. Just there. So I'm going to use my ring finger and my thumb to close off my nasal passages. Right, so that's why I'm leaving these two here and these two on the side. So I'm going to begin on my right side. So I'm going to close off my left passage. I'm going to breathe in through my right nostril and then out through my right nostril. I'm going to close off my right nostril with my thumb and I'm going to breathe in through my left nostril and then out through my left nostril. I'm going to close off my left nostril. I breathe in again through my right. If you're like me, just a little bit congested, this will be good for us. And then breathe out. And close off the right nostril. And breathe in with the left. And then exhale through the left. Okay, we're going to put together a little pattern. Close off my left. I'm going to breathe in through my right. I'm going to close off my right and breathe out through my left. I'm going to breathe in through my left. I'm going to close off my left and breathe out through my right. I'm going to breathe back in through my right. Close off my right and breathe out through my left. I'm just going to tell you one more time, and I'm going to leave this to it on our own. So breathe in through the left. Close it off and breathe out through the right. That's what I want you to continue doing, ladies. So you breathe in through the right. Close off the right and then breathe out through the left. I just want you to keep that going. So think about up and through, up and through. Breathing in and out, and in and out. Just keep that going just for a minute. Try and connect it with the music. Make sure you fully inhale and exhale. And why do we do this? We do this to get you out of your loop of thoughts. And this type of wonderful respiratory control, where we alternate breathing through each nostril, this is a level of relaxation. And you will notice it changes your state of mind, alters your state, and brings you into a calm place. Very relaxing, peaceful place. Ladies, I want you just to relax your hands, take them away from your face. Just breathe in through the nose and out through the nose or out through the mouth. If you found that you were slightly congested, you may find that you want to breathe your mouth now, or you may have cleared your nostrils. You can breathe out through the nose. I want you to relax the muscles in your face, in your shoulders, your chin in slightly. Relax your chest muscles and relax your abdominals. Now just think for a moment. Just take time to reflect and note how you are feeling right now. More relaxed, a little clearer, a little grounded. And when you're ready, open your eyes, bring your hands away, bring yourself around onto all fours, coming into a little flexion, bringing your spine up to the ceiling, and then away into your extension. And again, up we go, into your little flexion, and then away into your extension. And then just in your own sort of way, just circle around through those hips, yeah? Around we go. And when you do one way, let's do the other. So it's like a figure of 8. 3, 2, 1. Tuck your toes underneath you, ladies, and then just pop yourself up into your calf position, calf stretch. And then just walk your hands in towards your feet. And then roll it up. Bring it back through to the top. Let's take a lovely deep breath in and out. Lovely. This time just bend your knees. Lovely. Deep breath in and out. Circle around the right arm. Circle around the left arm. Ladies, bring your right arm up forward. Bring your left arm up forward. Place your palms together.